Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lynn Classical High School, 235 O'Callahan Way, as the Lady Rams are hosting the Lady Devils here in a GBL matchup on this beautiful February evening. I'm Sean Donnie here, announcer with Lynn Educational Television. Happy to bring you girls varsity basketball. Classical right now standing at a record of 12 wins and three losses. Their last game, a win over Triton, 32-29, and next week they're heading to Georgetown. Chelsea's last game, a loss to Excel Academy, 5-point difference and a heartbreaker, and next week they're heading to Rockport. Last time these teams matched up, Classical came away with a victory, 45-23. Let's see what they got today. Long shot coming from Tang, and no good there. Egbuta's on the rebound. Passes up top to Wilson. Wilson trying and testing the waters. Passes back up to Tang. Tang outside to Teata. Teata with a long pass over to Wilson. Takes it for two. Bounces off of the rim. Egbuta comes down with it. And she'll get called for out of bounds. I want to say thanks to those who are tuned in to Lynn Educational Television. If you're watching on our Comcast or Verizon channels, we're happy to have you here. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for all the up-to-date high school sports and events. Stolen away. And Wilson now with the rock. Drives inside, takes it for three, sinks it. At least that's what it looked like to me. Maybe her toe was on the line. Looks like they'll give her a three. So Wilson draws first blood. Stolen away by Egbuta. Drives the full length of the court. Nice little layup and one. So she's going to head to the line. So Egbuta able to drop two right after Wilson. And she gets it to fall. 6-zip. Classical over Chelsea. Classical not playing in a press just yet. Pass inside. Almost stolen away by Tang. And Classical playing aggressively in their own territory. Long shot attempt bounces off of the backboard. Rebounded by Chelsea. A shot attempt no good. And Linda Jallo comes down with a rebound. Wilson passing outside of Tang. Thinks about taking it for three. Bounce pass inside of Jallo. And Jallo gets onto the board. So 8-zip here in the first minutes of this GBL matchup. Long pass up over the head of the intended player and rolls out of bounds. Wilson inbound. And Tang will give it right back. Stolen away off of a pass attempt to Jallo. Driving inside. Tries for the layup. Knocked away by Egbuta. An attempt there and the rebound. Gobbled up by Jada Teata. Teata passes over to Wilson. Wilson testing the waters of offense. Nice little pass inside of Egbuta. Divine Egbuta with 5 on the night so far. Chelsea giving free rein on the clears. A pass outside results in a long 3 attempt. Ripped down by the boards, down from the boards by Egbuta. Wilson at that point position today. Wilson for 3. Can't get it to fall. Egbuta's there for the rebound. Goes for the second layup, rolls around. Wilson now on the rebound, no luck. Chelsea comes away with it. Chelsea moving the ball, trying to advance across that half mark. Quicker than usual. Knocked away by Teata, but she decides to give her some time and retrieve that rock. Classical playing tight right now towards the paint, not allowing too much inside, giving them all the movement that they can outside that three-point line. And Chelsea going with the stack on the inbound. Passes inside. Tejada's in front. Sneaks past Tang. Takes the shot. No luck. Egbuda's going to stay away from it as it's destined for out of bounds. And Wilson to inbound the ball. Wilson over to Tang for three. And Tang sinks her first three of the night. Tang on defense. Tejada in front. A long three attempt. Bounces off of the rim and into the possession of Egbuda. Dishes it out over to Wilson, and Wilson now on the push. Pass down low to Tejada. A long three attempt from Tang, and that's back-to-back threes. Tang with 6 on the night. So Chelsea still looking for their first points of the night. Pass attempt inside the paint, knocked away. Retrieved by Chelsea. Trying to drive inside of Nevaeh Eth. Forces it back up to the top of the key. A little bit of space here, met by the defense of Divine Egbuda. Tries to go with a bounce pass into the center and results in a jump ball call. And Chelsea to inbound from Classical territory. Chelsea going with the stack again. Tejada in front. And that pass knocked away by Classical. And Chelsea to inbound again. A long pass up top, tipped by Tang. Trying to get past her. Decides to pass out. That three attempt, no luck. So Jallo inbounds the ball to Wilson. Wilson at that point position, crossing the half mark. And both teams allowing for free clears. Another three attempt by Tang. Bounces up off of the rim. Right time, right place is Chelsea. They come away with a rebound. And a quick pass. Knocked away by Classical. Chelsea to inbound. Knocked away by Tejada. Tejada able to cross that half mark. She's all alone. Goes for the nice easy layup and gets it to fall. Tejada with 2 on the night so far. Chelsea's going to take a quick timeout. So I want to say thanks to those who have tuned in to watch us here on Lynn Educational Television. I want to say thanks to our viewership and thanks to our crew from Lynn Classical. We got Owen Toomey up in the perts today, bringing you these smooth and steady shots. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening in and around the city of Lynn. I'm your announcer today, Sean Donahue. Happy to bring you GBL basketball as the Lady Rams are hosting the Lady Devils. Classical right now standing at a record of 12-3, still vying for those top positions in the GBL. Certainly contenders to take away the championship. They were GBL champs last year. (17-zip), just about two minutes left in the quarter. So if you're just joining us right now, Classical giving out the business here in this first quarter against Chelsea. Chelsea still digging for their first win. Bounce pass inside, knocked away by the Lady Rams, picked up by Jallo. Jallo elects to get over to Wilson. Wilson with a pass just almost out of the reach of Teata. Wilson driving inside, goes for a nice little layup, able to draw a penalty. And so we'll see Wilson go to the line for the first time tonight. Just a correction on her first points of the night. Yep, they called her for 2, not a 3-pointer. So let's see if she can get that third point here. First is in and out. Her second gets it to fall. 18 zip. Rams over the Devils. Teata in front, able to sneak past, passes outside. Long 3 attempt. Gobbled up by Wilson. Wilson on the solo. And she'll stick in that point position for tonight. Wilson driving into her left, has a little bit of room, tries to take it, goes for the layup, knocked down to the ground. And looks like they're just gonna send her to the line once again. So Wilson driving inside, knocked down aggressively by the center out of Chelsea. Wilson's first attempt, right where she wants it. 4 on the night for the senior out of Classical. And her second attempt gets it to fall. 20 zip. Classical over Chelsea. 5 on the night for Wilson. These final seconds ticking away in this first period here. Classical sitting pretty and hoping to keep this donut on the board. That would be a great momentum builder going into the second period of the game. Off of the foot of a Lady Ram, and that'll stay Chelsea possession, inbounding the ball. Red Devils. Pass back inside, knocked away. Chelsea able to retain possession. A long 3 attempt off of the rim. Jallo can't get a clean rebound on it, but it bounces off of the center's foot out of Chelsea. So Classical to inbound, and a little bit more hustle as these final seconds are ticking away. Teata passing over to Tang. Tang with a nice little bounce pass inside of Jallo, and Jallo gets pushed from behind, loses possession. It rolls out of bounds. Chelsea to inbound from their own territory. Chelsea point guard able to cross that half mark, passes outside, gets the ball right back for 3. Can't get it to fall. Egbuda comes down with a rebound, passes over to Teata. Teata now at that point position. Drives over to the right-hand side, retreats back. She's met with some pretty solid defense off the Chelsea bench. Passes over to Eth with 1 in front. Forced to pass down low to Tang. Tang driving inside. 3 defenders in front. Back up to Tang. Tang with 1 in front. Final seconds ticking away. Tang for 3. Can't get it to fall. So at the end of 1, Classical 20, Chelsea zip. We'll be back with the second period. Classical working to get some of their younger players in off of the bench. And that's what you're seeing as Coach Sawyer is taking some time to take off his starters and let some of these younger players get some reps. Spins inside, able to get past 1. A long 3 attempt, bounces up off of the rim in a Classical possession. And Delisha Perez in on the court. Passing over to number 10, who is usually Mia Papp. And we don't have her on the roster. Chelsea trying to drive inside. Nice little layup. Gets that one a fall. Chelsea able to get onto the board. Delisha Perez at that point position, trying to pass over to number 10 for Classical, and it not fielded well. Rolls out of bounds, and Chelsea now to inbound. Long three attempt. Gets that one a fall. Chelsea's on fire. 25. Classical ahead. Perez at the point position. Loses control, but able to gain it right back. Finds Erochelle Laveras. Laveras passing back over to Perez. And Perez goes for a layup attempt. Falls hard, but it rolls out of bounds. No call. Chelsea to inbound for their own territory. And Laveras making it tough. Forces a pass down low. And the Chelsea point guard able to drive inside, sink another two. So 22-7. And Classical able to maintain possession, but not able to get rid of it fast enough. Chelsea able to come in and force a jump ball call. So Chelsea to inbound from their own territory after another botched pass. Ref taking the time to make sure substitutions can happen. And we'll have another inbound attempt far side of the court. Bounce pass inside, fielded cleanly, right back up top to the key. Driving inside, has three in front. Solid pass to the center. Chelsea not able to get it to fall. And Classical comes away with a rebound. And Perez driving inside. Goes for the layup. Can't get it. Results in a jump ball call here. Classical to inbound. Passes inside the Classical center, no luck. But we'll set her to the line as she was hacked on her way up for the layup. Her first a little short. Let's see what she's got in store for number two. High and right in. Helps bring the Classical back closer to that 20-point deficit they were looking at the beginning of this period. Knocked away by the Classical defense. Scooped up. And Classical trying to drive inside. Classical takes a timeout, try to coach him up. And with just about 5 minutes left, Classical leading 21-7. After the timeout, we'll get back to work. Chelsea inbounding from their own bench. Driving inside, pass outside in front. Good defensive attempt there. Classical now trying to work the perimeter. shot attempt from just inside the three-point line. No good. And Chelsea will inbound from their own territory again. Classical right now standing at a record of 12-3. Looking at double-digit deficit right now. Trying to get some of these younger athletes playing. And so far, so good. Teata comes off for the bench. Trying to lead some of these younger Lady Rams. And teach them the classical way. Eth with one in front, trying to drive over to her right-hand side, looking for Delisha Perez, and Perez just not long enough to get there. So Chelsea will be the beneficiary of this out of bounds, and the possession will go to the Red Devils. Pass up to the top of the key, one wide open down low. Knocked away by the Classical center, and Classical now on the push again offensively. Perez with one in front, driving inside the paint, goes for the layup, can't get it to fall. Classical's there on the rebound, no luck. Perez in the right time, right place. Bounce pass inside, knocked away by the Chelsea Red Devils. Chelsea's going to get called. Sorry, Classical's going to get called. And Chelsea to inbound the ball. Long three attempt. Just a bit short. Rolls out of bounds, and Teata is there on the inbound. Delisha Perez there to help out. Teata with the rock. One in front. Passes over inside. Right back to her. Has a nice bounce pass inside for a layup. Gets the own rebound. Chelsea comes away with it on the second attempt. The ball sails out of bounds. Classical to inbound from their own territory. And looks like they're calling Teata for stepping out of bounds on the inbound, or stepping inbounds on the inbound. So Chelsea will benefit from that possession call. Inbound coming from the Classical territory. Teata in front. Bounce pass inside. Up top for another long three. Gets it to fall. Chelsea now trying to close that double-digit deficit. And Teata with a little bit more gusto in her step. Teata driving around the entire Chelsea basketball team. Goes for a layup. Gets pushed. And Teata's going to head to the line. Her first time tonight. Teata with 2 in the first quarter. Her first free throw falls just where she wants it. Her second, no good. Eth tries on the rebound, knocks it out of bounds. And now Chelsea's going to try to put it together. So a little bit more back and forth here in this period. Long three attempt. Fields her own rebound. Trying for a bounce pass. Nobody's there. Nevaeh Eth steals it away. Goes from end to end. Tries for the layup. No luck. Team foul on Classical is going to result in a possession call to benefit the Red Devils. Red Devils seeking out their first win tonight. Last time these two teams matched up, Classical had come away with a victory, 45-23. Long pass. Tries for a bounce pass inside to the center, stolen away by Delisha Perez. Perez now with a long pass over to Nevaeh F. F with one in front, dishes back out to the Classical center. Opportunity to drive inside the paint, takes a shot, no good. Chelsea comes away with a rebound. Chelsea now advancing across that half mark. Classical playing in a loose zone. Perez in front, pass outside, and knocked away by the Classical defense right into possession of Tejada. And Tejada with a long pass. The layup, no good. F there on the rebound, but it's knocked away by Chelsea. Classical to inbound from the Chelsea territory. And Delisha Perez will be tasked with that responsibility. Looking over to a left-hand side. And nobody open. Bounces inside to F, knocked back towards Perez by the Chelsea defense. And Classical able to maintain possession. Driving inside, looking for a shot for two. Bounces off the rim. F is there on the rebound. Gets it to fall. 26-10. Classical over Chelsea as we're looking at these final minutes tick away in the first half. And the Classical offense very active in the first period. Coach Sawyer seeing it as an opportunity to get some of his younger athletes some reps and time in on the court. And Chelsea comes away with 10 points in the second versus 0 in the first. Driving inside with 3 in front, elects to bounce pass over to the Chelsea center. Long 3 attempt. Bounces off of the backboard and into possession for Tejada. Tejada pushing across that half mark, looking for an open ram, and she finds it, goes for the layup. Chelsea now on the rebound. Bounces off of the foot into possession here. Over to F. F with the layup, no good. Chelsea comes back with the rebound. Chelsea now with 2 in front. Fast break opportunity, goes for the layup, bounces off, and Chelsea comes down with their own rebound. Long 3 attempt in the final seconds, bounces back up. Chelsea's going to get another shot at it. Tejada comes down with the rebound. Tejada now, long pass. F under the net. Passes over to Delisha Perez. Perez trying to work around that Chelsea defense, trying to create a little bit of separation. Loses possession of that ball. Gains it back. Looking over to Tejada. Tejada looking for some help inside. No luck. Final seconds here being counted down by the Lady Rams bench. She's going to get an opportunity to go to the line. Her first for the night. Off of the rim. Her second. Can't get it to fall. Classical's there on the rebound. Another attempt there. Cleans it up with 2. And at the end of 2, Classical 26, Chelsea 10. Looking forward to the second half. Welcome back. You're watching Lynn Educational Television. I'm your announcer tonight, Sean Donahue. Up in the perch from Lynn Classical, we got Owen Toomey bringing you these smooth and steady shots. Classical leading Chelsea 26-12 right now. Chelsea making a push in the second period, taking advantage of some of the younger subs coming in. And Coach Sawyer seeing this as an opportunity to get some of his younger athletes an opportunity to play. Etha's going to head to the line as she gets hacked on the layup. Lines up the shot, her first attempt. No good. She'll get another whack at it here. Back up off of the backboard. Chelsea able to rebound the ball. Now pushing across, driving in quicker than they were in that first half. Bad pass sails out of bounds. Savannah Tang to inbound the ball for the Lady Rams. Classical is headed to Georgetown next week. Georgetown's last game, a loss, 49-37. Last game for Classical versus Triton, a win, 32-29. And Classical hoping to improve their record to 13-3 after today, in contention for the GBL championship. Tang trying to steal that one away. And the Chelsea point guard too quick. Two in front. F and Tang fighting for that ball. Tang now making it difficult. Jump ball call here. And Chelsea to inbound. Sorry, Classical to inbound from the Chelsea bench. And Teata will start off with the rock after the inbound comes from Perez. Teata with one in front. Looking down low for Tang. Layup attempt bounces off at the bottom of the rim. Into Chelsea possession. Chelsea now pushing. Red Devils 2-point attempt. Gets it to fall. Good heads-up play there by the Chelsea Red Devils to find the open player. Tang now at the point position. Has a pick to her right-hand side. Delisha Perez does a good job there at recognizing an opportunity for space. And was she moving or wasn't she? I may be a little biased, but I'm going to say no. Delisha Perez, the inbound, gets it over to Jada Teata. Teata goes up for two. Knocked away by the Chelsea defense, and Chelsea now on the front. Perez in front, trying to funnel her back outside. Tang, opportunity to steal it away. Not strong enough. Chelsea gets one, almost fall. It's in and out. Jump ball called down here in the paint in Classical territory. Chelsea in there, stack on the inbound. Long pass up top, bounces off the fingertips. Chelsea stable to maintain possession. Red Devils pushing for another two-pointer here. Maybe more. Driving inside, a long shot. Bounces into possession to Nevaeh Eth. And Eth tries to get it over to Tang, and Tang says, no, you take it. And then it says, okay. Passes over to Perez. Perez to Teata. Teata looking for a little bit of help, knocked away by the Red Devils. Classical's going to maintain possession here. Delisha Perez to inbound for the Lady Rams. Perez gets it inside. Coach Sawyer's going to take some time to have a discussion with these Lady Rams. 26-14 in just about 5 minutes in the third. After the timeout, Tang will inbound for the Lady Rams. Tang with a long pass attempt inside to Teata. Teata with some space. If it was passed a little bit better, she might have had an attempt at a layup before the Chelsea defense could have got there and contended against her. Ball bounces out of bounds. Tang to inbound for the Rams. Looking for a little bit of help. Same thing opposite side. Teata for the layup there and gets that one a fall. And that's Teata's fifth of the night. Long pass outside. Bounces inside. Looking for a little bit of help. A poor pass is going to benefit the Lady Rams. Teata to inbound. Delisha Perez her help. One in front already. Back over to Teata. Teata looking for help down low. Tang for three. Can't get it to fall. F is there on the rebound. Driving inside. Goes for two. And F gets onto the board. F with the first of the night. As you can see, the Classical bench has lost their minds in celebrating a two-pointer by the junior here out of Lynn Classical, Nevaeh F. Knocked away by Teyata, and Tang cleans it up. Tang going for a layup, draws a foul. She falls hard. Tang going to the line for the first time tonight. And Tang had back-to-back threes in the first period. She was heating up. Anybody who's familiar with 90s basketball games. Substitution coming off of the Chelsea bench. And Tang's second attempt. We'll see if she can get this one to fall. Tang takes a shot, no good. Bounces back up into Chelsea possession. Chelsea now with one in front. Gets past Perez, goes for the layup. Can't get it to fall. Teyata's there on the rebound. And an out-of-bounds call as her dribble. His first attempt to move the ball is on the green line. And that's not good here. Chelsea inbounds and gets called for stepping. So Classical to benefit from this possession call. Tang inbounding to Teyata, and Teyata at that point position. Looking for a little bit of help. Eth is wide open for three, in and out. Cleaned up by the Classical center, no luck. Teyata comes down with a rebound, pulls it back out to create a little bit of space. Looks for a bounce pass, and instead of hitting the ground, bounces off of the toe of the center for the Red Devils. And Perez to inbound for the Lady Rams. Looking for a little bit of help. Wide open for two. Right off of the rim. Teyata's there on the rebound. Her second shot, no good. Trying to create a little bit of separation. The Red Devils making that a little bit tough. F is up top for a little bit of help. That's going to get called for stepping. So Chelsea to inbound from their own territory, far side of the court. Last time these teams played, Classical was able to walk away with the victory, 45-23. That was back last month. The shot attempt, no good. Chelsea able to retain possession. And Perez making an attempt to steal it away. Bad pass intended for the point guard out of Chelsea, and they're going to get a half-court violation. Classical is going to inbound from the far side of the court. Teyata tasked with that responsibility. There to help out is Savannah Tang. And Tang looking to Teyata. Teyata met with that Chelsea Red Devils defense immediately. And F trying to find an open Delisha Perez. Perez forces a pass up to Tang, and Tang gets called for stepping. Back and forth passes. And Chelsea advancing that ball fairly quickly, looking to the center inside. Long pass wide open for three, no good. Bounces away. Teyata's there on the rebound, gets pushed. And they're going to call the Red Devils center on a team foul. Teyata to inbound for the Lady Rams in Chelsea territory. There to help out is Delisha Perez. And Perez at that point position. Looking for a little bit of help. Finds Teyata up at the top of the key. Teyata over to Tang. Tang thinks about taking the three. Tries to create a little bit of space. Passes over to Perez. Perez back to Tang. Tang driving inside. Looking to Perez up at the top of the key. Pass not fielded so clean, but Classical able to maintain possession for three. Coming from Savannah Tang, no luck. F is there for the rebound. Goes for the layup and draws the foul. F headed to the line again tonight. Eth with her first 2 points here in this period, hoping to add to the tally. Her first attempt, right where she wants it. And let's see if she can add her fourth. Eth's attempt. Nice. Gets it to fall. Eth with 4 on the night and in the period. Chelsea now with possession in a bit of a drought. Teata making it tough. Pass inside. Trying to create a little bit of space. Eth is there to contend. 2 in front. And Classical's given Chelsea everything beyond the three-point line. Teata knocks that one away. Classical on a fast break with 1 in front. Teata elects to take it herself, bounces off of the rim into possession of Delisha Perez. And Perez looking outside to Eth. Eth trying for 2. No good. Jump ball call here as the rebound was fielded by Chelsea, but Classical was quick to get their hands on it. And Chelsea taking their time on the inbound. Pass up top. Back inside to the point guard for Chelsea. Goes for the layup. Bounces off of the rim. And they're going to call her for stepping. Teata inbounding to Delisha Perez. Perez at the point position. Drives across that half mark. Finds Eth up top. Back to Perez. Perez driving to the right-hand side, trying to create a little bit of space. Teata's there to help out for 3. Bounces off of the rim into Chelsea possession. Chelsea trying to advance now. Delisha Perez coming in. Good heads-up play defensively. Knocks that one away, forcing the inbound for the Lady Red Devils. Red Devils passing outside, right back in. The center there to help out. And Tang fighting for the ball. Results in a jump ball call here. Teata inbounding. Finds Tang. Right back to Teata. Teata to Tang. Tang for 3. Bounces off of the rim. And Classical there on the rebound, but just can't field it cleanly. Chelsea creates a little bit of space, trying to find an open player down low and just a bit out of position. Classical is going to be the beneficiary of the possession call here. Teata to inbound for the Lady Rams here in this GBL matchup. Delisha Perez at the point position. Getting a lot of playing time here as Classical is able to maintain a double digits deficit. Quick pass coming from Perez over to Teata. Teata finding Eth inside. And Eth goes for a layup. And she gets hacked. She'll head to the line for a 3rd time tonight. Her last 2 free throws were good. 4 on the period for Nevaeh Eth. And it'll stay that way for now. Eth's second attempt. In and out. Rolls around the perimeter of the rim. Chelsea now on a push as they see an opportunity here. Driving inside. A double dribble call is going to result in a possession call for Classical. 32-14. Classical's leading these final seconds of the game. As you can hear the Classical bench counting it down. Eth goes for a layup attempt. Perez is there on the rebound, trying to find Eth for 3. Can't get it to fall. So at the end of 2, Classical leading 32-14. So we're back with the 4th. Sorry about that. The end of the last period was the 3rd period where Classical was leading 32-14, as they still are Classical hoping to come away with a victory and improve their record to 13 wins and 3 losses. Chelsea trying to dig it out, as they've got quite the deficit to handle right now. So the final fourth quarter of the game, or what seems to be the final 8 minutes of the game, stolen away by Delisha Perez. Perez driving inside, goes for the layup, gets that one a fall. And Perez, with a drought in the first 2 periods of gameplay, adds 2 more to the tally. And after the score, Chelsea to inbound from Classical territory. Shot attempt for 3. Gobbled up by the Classical defense. Delisha Perez at that point position, passing over to Teata. Teata with 1 in front, trying to create a little bit of separation. Looking over to Tang, and Tang trying to find an open ram inside. The center trying to drive through the paint. Knocked away by the Chelsea Red Devils defense. And Chelsea, to benefit from that possession call, inbounding from Classical territory, are the Red Devils. Ref takes some time to see if there are any substitutions necessary. And Chelsea taking their time, expressing some patience on the inbound. Chelsea to inbound from their own territory. Stolen away by Delisha Perez. She's on her own. Last time she scored in the same way. Gobbled up by the Chelsea Red Devils defense, and now they're on the push offensively once again. Perez in front, forces a bad pass. Tang steals it away. Tang now on the offensive push, looking for some help, and finds Teata up at the top of the key. Teata down low over to Delisha Perez and hands it right back. Tang passing over. Classical attempt. Gets it for 2. And she's got 4 on the night so far. And Coach Sawyer will take a timeout, probably to express some discontent. But we'll see what he's got in store for the Lady Rams. Could be a substitution call, too. 36-14. 5 minutes or 6 just about in the game. Chelsea trying to work inside the paint. Classical making that tough. Tang stealing it away. Potential jump ball call. Chelsea able to maintain possession. Long pass down low. And Tang comes in to contend right away. Forces a pass up to the top of the key, and the Classical defense gobbles that rebound right up. Tang on the push. Trying to keep a little bit of separation, forcing this Chelsea defense to come out and play. And Tang trying to drive inside, gets hacked on the layup. She's going to head to the line. And Tang with 6 on the night. Can't get that one a fall. And she'll try again. Her second attempt right where she wants it. 7 on the night for the junior out of Classical. Chelsea inbounding from their own territory after the score. We're going to create a little bit of space. And the Classical defense reluctant to allow any setup for a shot. And that effort's a big reason why they're 12-3 right now. Classical is heading to Georgetown next week. Georgetown Their last game, a loss, 49-37. And Chelsea's heading to Rockport. Chelsea digging for their first win of the season so far, as most of their team are younger underclassmen. And last time these teams matched up, Chelsea was able to score 23 against the Classical defense. Perez steals that one away. She's got help with Teata. Teata for the layup. Gets it to fall. And Jada Teata with 6 on the night. Teata really working to share the love and dish the rock out to some of these younger athletes off the Classical bench. Great leadership and great team play. Teata trying to steal that one away and does with ease. We'll get a jump ball call. Classical to benefit from the possession call here. And Teata inbounding to Perez. Perez forced to move around as that Chelsea's Red Devils defense is pressing on the inbound. Delisha Perez drops another 2 here in the fourth. 4 on the night and in the period for the sophomore out of Classical. Timeout. Chelsea. I'll take this opportunity to say thanks to our viewership for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening with the Lynn Public Schools here in and around the city. Just about 4 minutes left. Classical leading 41-14. Shot attempt from the Chelsea Red Devils. Nice and easy as she was left wide open. And making her first appearance of the night, Keisha Perez. Another shot attempt, 6 on the night for the center out of Classical. Chelsea with another opportunity to score, and they do, being quite active in the second half of the fourth quarter. Perez inbounds to Perez. Delisha Perez driving inside the paint for the layup. Doesn't get the foul, but gets her own rebound. Looking for the hot center inside for Classical to get that one to fall. No luck. The Chelsea Red Devils defense gobbles up the rebound. Chelsea with a bounce pass inside. And Perez is there. Jumps. Gets beat to her left-hand side. And luckily, Delisha Perez is there for the rebound. Perez driving inside, looking for a little bit of help up at the top of the key. No luck. Chelsea comes down with the rebound. Final several minutes of the game. Classical leading by a lot. Some of these younger players getting onto the court. As Classical's been able to maintain a double-digit lead since the first period, rather. A few substitutions for Lynn Classical. Chelsea trying to put something together here offensively. Long 3 attempt. Bounces up off of the rim into the possession of Delisha Perez. Perez pressed right away. Has to create a little bit of separation. Gets across that half mark. Trying to create a little bit of space inside the paint for 2. Off of the backboard. Classical's defense is there for the rebound. And on the try, she'll get hacked. She'll head to the line for the first time tonight. Her first attempt, no good. And her second no good. Here in the final minutes, Classical still leading 43-18. Chelsea trying to make it respectable and drop some more points onto the board. No luck there. Top scorers of the night. Savannah Tang with 7. Had 2 solid 3 points back-to-back in the first period. Not far behind is Jada Teata with 6. And Divinik Buddha able to drop 5 in the first period, first half of the first period. Lauren Wilson also with 5 on the night. And it's safe to say Classical is going to improve to a record of 13-3. They're going to head to Georgetown next week. And Georgetown coming off of a loss. And Perez goes for 2. Gets shoved about 15 feet out of bounds up against the barrier. No call there. Chelsea most likely to fall to a record of 0-16. Hoping to go to Rockport next week and walk away with a victory. As their last game to Excel Academy was a 5-point loss. Inbound inside to the Classical Center, stolen away by Chelsea. Chelsea on the push, 1 in front. Perez trying to make it tough. Gets called for stepping. Delisha Perez to inbound to Keisha Perez. And Keisha Perez at that point position in these final minutes of the game. Passes outside for 3! She's got 5 on the night so far. Bounce pass inside to the Chelsea center. Gobbled up by the Classical defense. Perez at the point position with 1 in front. Perez looking for a little bit of help in these final seconds. I think she's just going to take her time and end it here. Drives past 1, goes for 3. Can't get it to fall. And that'll be it. Classical's going to walk away with a solid victory here. I want to say thanks to our viewership for tuning in. I want to say thanks to our crew, Owen Toomey up in the perch today, bringing you these smooth and steady shots from the gym here at 235 O'Callahan Way. I'm Mr. Donahue from LETV, wishing you all the best. Since 1986, Lynn Educational Television has enabled students to work in the television industry and learn how to produce media. LETV creates working opportunities for Lynn students, giving them the benefit of gaining real-life work experience in production. Lynn Educational Television brings value to Lynn students, delivering standards-based curriculum in the classroom from middle school to high school. LETV creates future generations of media professionals.